All right. Hey guys, we're back. We're getting ready for game 2 of the SVT versus Paw Patrol. Super Juicy Vitamilk Torpedoes is the name I'm seeing now. That's such a name. But yeah, the player of the game coming out from game 1 is Opie with 5 votes to 4 from Starcraft. I guess ADCs really can't get player of the game. Opie's ults were just too influential in those team fights, instantly taking out Vitidus, dealing whatever CC was needed to just get them positioned properly. So we'll be having him in the player of the game chat later tonight after this game, and we'll see who the game 2 MVP is after this one. Do you have any predictions for the next game, Panda?
I almost want to say they're gonna ban out. They're gonna ban out Lucian. I mean, Lucian is. I know he didn't get MVP, but like, Lucian has such a strong potential to just carry games.
Pick ban has started, and we see the Cassiopeia coming out from Paw Patrol. They just don't want Vitidus to get that Cassiopeia. Banning out Pike, that does look like a pretty strong support on their side for Paw Patrol. Banning out the Nasus, trying to just keep away the split push and the snowball, or not the snowball, but the late game scaling potential side of SVT. Getting rid of Opie's Malphite, because, man, that was a monster that game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely don't want to see Opie on that Malphite ever again.
Yeah. That was a big mistake made the first game, not banning out that Malphite. They did get rid of Maokai. 2 really strong tanks are just taken out of the game. We'll see who this third ban for SVT coming in is.
Maybe that AD carry? Oh, no.
No, I don't think they're too scared of the AD carry. I think if they can manage just not to get knocked up by a freaking Malphite ult, they'll be okay. Yeah, taking out the Morgana, just because Morgana is such a strong support, especially coming out from the supports we have in this game. The potential players, I don't know if they've had their roles locked. I don't know. I think it's still flexible. We see a Malzahar coming out from Wilbrooks because it wasn't banned. I'm so excited to see this. We see on the side of SVT, a Lee Sin coming out. Hopefully we can see some insect plays or some insect fails. I love to see both of them. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. They're picking Malzahar away from Wilbrooks. I didn't read the names up top right. Okay, so Wilbrooks does not get the Malzahar. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, these team counts are very, very interesting just so far.
So, yeah, so far we're not seeing all the tanks getting picked out first, which is different from the first draft for sure. We see Karma and Lee Sin coming out. Already a little bit of poke from Karma. If that's in the bot lane, that's going to be really aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Is there a potential that SVT wants to back a similar strategy?
I'm sorry? You cut out.
Oh, apologies. There's a potential here that SVT may get run back the same strategy of to get.
Yeah, just trying to get as much as they can early. With the Lee Sin and the Karma, it looks like they can. They do have the Braum coming back out for Paw Patrol. Gerd just did so well with it that game. It was wonderful seeing him play as his Braum. A few whiffed ults here and there, but overall a pretty good performance.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, the Braum is such a.
And the Zinjiao jungler coming on the side of Paw Patrol for Barkland99. That's a really strong pick right now. He's got a fantastic early game, and I think Aurelion's pretty comfortable with him. Hopefully he does well with him this game. We did see the Veigar coming in from the side of SVT. Possibly that's a Wilbrooks pick. They did ban away the Lucian for round 2, making sure that they don't get that on the side of Paw Patrol again.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get banned out on the first before. And then Caitlyn.
So we're seeing a completely different bot side this game. For the ADCs at least, we do still have Braum on the side of Paw Patrol. But for the most part, the champions are completely different this game. It's going to be a little bit of a different game, maybe a little more refreshing.
Yeah, for sure.
What the final ban for SVT is.
Yeah, very strong bans in the AD. Caitlyn, so much to just snowball. So very good bans.
I thought it showed Sivir there for a second. Yeah, it's a Sivir ban. It was Sivir and then it went to blank. So yeah, that is confirmed a Sivir ban on the side of SVT.
Yeah, and that's another is in a strong position right now. Sivir is a very safe pick early game, and she can do a lot in the late.
Yeah, and we do see the Ezreal ban coming out from the side of Paw Patrol, making sure there's not any more poke down in the bot lane. That'd be terrible for them, Ezreal Karma. Just lots of poke. I mean, if they can engage them, so be it. Easy, easily enough to take them out early at least. We'll see who the rest of the team picks are for these sides. They don't have any tanks, and that is an actual Scion pick this time, I believe, for the side of SVT. Like I said, I love seeing Scion gameplay. It's just so stupid. He's so boring to play against, but so fun to play. Just coming down from downtown, knocking people up, killing small people. It's wonderful. And we see Allie most likely taking this Cho'Gath, or at least hovering it. It hasn't been locked in yet, but if Allie gets Cho'Gath, she's a force to be reckoned with. And they do lock it in. This is gonna be a good game for both sides, but I'm thinking it might be in Paw Patrol's favor.
Yeah, potentially here.
I mean, taking away Will Brooks' comfort pick, it really just crushing his hopes and dreams. I know they saw Malzahar was open, but man, they just took that first pick and made sure they didn't get it. And then Ali gets the Cho'Gath. It's such a strong pick for them. Then they have the Zinjao for the early, the Braum for the defense, and the Xayah coming out. I haven't seen a Xayah in a good minute.
Yeah, very interesting pickup for the AD carry position. I personally never liked Xayah, but I mean, she typically has a very strong gameplay here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm not too sure about StarCraft Xayah, but I think I'd have faith in it. His Lucian was pretty darn good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we do see the Kai'Sa coming out for SVT, a really strong pick all around, just able to melt people late game, scales super hard, and just does a lot of damage early too with the W and the passive. It's just so good. What a good ADC.
Oh yeah, and I was actually almost expecting Paw Patrol to pick up carry like Xayah, just because of how their team comp.
Yeah, I think you're right. I really could see that happening. Now I don't know how much longer it'll be till they're ready to start doing the actual pick ban and get into the game, but it should be soon. Just so with these pick bans, what's the prediction for this game?
Oh man, I'm not really sure. I mean, we do say that Paw Patrol picked up Malzahar. However, the Veigar was not banned this game, so Will Brooks just picked it up, and we discussed last game that that's one of his comfort champions.
Oh no, it got picked away from Will Brooks. Yeah, no, I read the teams wrong first. I don't know how I mixed up Will Brooks' team with the other one, but yeah, no, they picked that away from him.
Oh, okay.
So just a little bit less comfortable, but Veigar is a really strong pick, and they have the scaling coming out from Veigar and Kai'Sa. I think if they let it go too far forward, Paw Patrol might lose this game, but I think they have a really strong chance nevertheless to win this game. I'm probably just going to go ahead and say it's in Paw Patrol's favor, going for a 2-0. Chat, what do you guys think?
Chat is quiet.
It's okay. They're in the pick ban now, the real one, so it'll be about 5 minutes till we can actually get in that game and start spectating.
Yeah. And a very interesting team comp. I almost don't even know who I could say is in the definite advantage for late game, at least. I think the Karma Kai'Sa duo in the bot lane has a lot of kill potential here, especially with the Lee Sin being able to roam very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of potential early on the side of SVT. Something that you're definitely gonna have to watch out for on Paw Patrol. Just Karma with being able to just consistently dish out Qs and the massive damage, especially if it's used with a mantra. Being able to shield people as well is just really useful. Karma's just such a I don't know how she is now, but just theoretically, just the damage she does, she has a hard CC and a shield, and just is able to amplify those abilities. And mixed with a Kai'Sa, it just sounds like a pretty awesome combo. And then with a Lee Sin there to gank with all that damage early and the mobility coming out from Lee Sin, I think it's in a pretty decent favor for VST. But I really do want to say that they're just going to pull through the mid game again like they did last game. Paw Patrol is. And take the win.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I was up against the Karma. Karma does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Karma does too much damage.
Oh, and Opie picking up the Cho'Gath. Yeah.
There, I think they might be looking for the trade, but maybe not. If Allie's not in Cho'Gath, I'd be a little bit surprised considering that's just one of her champions.
Yeah, that's very fair. I don't know. These team cards are very, very. Something I'm not used to.
Yeah, they're a lot.
Typically, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, they are a lot different, especially from last game. You know, there's not a lot of that engaged knockups from the top laners. You know, Cho'Gath does have a pretty reliable knockup, but it's not quite so fast as a Malphite ult or an Ornn ult. You know, they
Yeah,
do have the Scion ult coming out from the top lane though.
yeah, I'm very, very surprised PAW Patrol is taking this path. They played such a good job, proactive, and when they got into that mid to late game, they executed just right to close it out. So I'm very surprised that they're not going to take that more proactive look.
Yeah, I think if they play all their cards right, they definitely got this in the bag.
Very true. I mean, as we've seen before, Veigar can just blow people up completely.
Yeah, well, the thing is, last game Paw Patrol really looked to pull out in the late game. This game they're not going to want to try to bring it to late game though. With a Kaisa and a Veigar, that's just too much damage on either end. Just at the final stages of the game to really rely on ending late game for Paw Patrol. They're going to have to go from early mid game and try to see if they can get something steamrolling.
Yeah, very true. I mean, we'll see how this game plays out. Team comps, I would argue, or seem very.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and it looks like StarCraft made the switch with. Or no,
Yeah, so it does look like Violet Sociocat isn't switching for Opie. I'm not sure how the summoners are looking a little funky. I'm thinking there's going to be a switch. Yeah, there we go. Because obviously Opie with heal means he's probably going to be going ADC. I really wouldn't want to see a heal up top. So StarCraft up top with Cho'Gath and Allie in mid with Malzahar. That's going to be a pretty strong. Well, they really could flex between, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be Cho'Gath top. It's a little more common. No real switches coming out on the side of SVT though.
Yeah, I mean, Cho'Gath again into.
Yeah, poor StarCraft has to play top.
Yeah, very interesting, especially with StarCraft. I don't know how I maybe I just don't.
So I don't know if it's on my side or if it's you, but you keep cutting out. I don't know. Chat, have y'all noticed that at all from this Derpin Panda?
Very. That's weird.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit hard to understand you sometimes, but I think I can sum up most of what you're saying almost all the time. Just a couple instances I'm gonna have to ask you to repeat stuff, but it's not too big of a deal.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I apologize for that. I'm not sure what's going on my end.
No apologies needed. It's perfectly fine. You know, just mild inconvenience isn't gonna hurt anybody.
Yeah. From my side, it looks like stream is frozen.
Yeah, it is looking like stream is frozen. On my end, it does look like we're at 149.48, counting down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about almost even with you. I think I'm a touch ahead from you.
Yeah, we'll sort all of that out when we get into the game. Hopefully you load in a little bit faster this time, but no big deal if you don't.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that first spectating, but
I mean, it might just be the toaster. Did your hamster get tired, or?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I am the Derpin Panda, so my mission could just be derping around.
Derpin, yeah.
That looks like stream is all right now.
Yeah, stream is fine now. I'm really looking forward to this game. We only have a minute left to wait, and then I kind of want to see some spicy invades going on. but I don't know if that's going to be a thing from either side. Um, we'll see in a minute or so. Probably a couple more minutes. They got to load in.
Yeah, very true. I mean, Lee Sin has a very strong presence in the early to mid game. So, I mean, I hope to see many things from this Lee Sin.
Yeah, I want to see some insect going on. You know, he was a pretty aggressive Kane player. We'll see what he can do with Lisa in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, Vitas, yeah, uh, he's still playing AD carry, and he's playing Kaisa, who is arguably still fairly strong. Um, so I hopefully we see some big things out of him again.
Yeah, so in chat, OPTSM fan, that'd be Minbung, our Lord and Savior, I believe. Yeah, he says he'd rather play top than ADC versus Vito. I think that's what StarCraft is thinking. You know, maybe a new challenger approaches Vito, because that was a pretty oppressive lane to be a part of.
Yeah, very true. And I mean, I mean, StarCraft played the lane very well. So, I mean, made it to the stage where he wanted it to be, or him and the team wanted it to be. So, I don't see much point to switching, but who knows?
He is a pretty solid top laner, and I don't know how comfortable he is on Cho'Gath. I think he is somewhat comfortable. It looks like he's Mastery 7 with Cho'Gath, so that's something. He's got 80,000 points. Not a huge number, but it's still pretty hefty. And I know he's comfortable with top lane. Cho'Gath is one of the easier champions. You know, easy to learn the basics and the finer points. I don't really feel like there are a lot of finer points to Cho'Gath. So, I mean, it's a really nice pick up top to take. You know, lots of tankiness, lots of CC with the silence and the knockup. He does do a good bit of damage, and he can secure objectives really well with that ult.
Yep. And actually, I'm at 96%, so potentially I'll be getting getting in a little faster.
Great.
But I may have spoken too soon. Now it's stuck there.
Now, if we're talking skins equals skill, it looks like Paw Patrol might win this game with skins on all five players on their side. But
yeah.
Thank God the game isn't one in the loading screen.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, you know, Faker doesn't use skins, so maybe they're channeling their inner Faker on SVT.
Yeah, they got Will the Torpedo Faker Brooks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to see some Faker coming out of Will this game.
Oh yeah, like perfectly spaced cages and perfectly timed. What the heck do you call his W?
I think it's Event Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stupid rage cages coming out from Vagar could definitely be really good for them. I'm really excited. We're loaded. I'm loaded into the game at least.
Yep, I am too. I'm at 0.
Yeah, it hasn't completely started. It still does that funky thing where it's all just dark. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pause at 5 seconds. I'm paused at 5 seconds.
Same.
How about you guys?
I must have missed time because I'm awkwardly at 6.
Give me just a second. It paused me at 6. All right.
Yeah, same.
Pause at 5. All right, ready to go in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah.
All right. Loading in. Make sure your directed camera's on. We don't want to see one player the entire game.
Yeah.
All right. We see pings coming out from the red side, going for those bushes on the river. Maybe just trying to avoid the invade. Looks like some people are going over to the red side from Paw Patrol. Okay, so they're just looking to stay around the red side. Who knows? Going for a 5-point maybe on blue side?
Potentially here. Well, no. Now blue side is rotating to the standard, or potentially standard.
What does DDDS stand for? Wait, what do these mean?
I mean, I'm a youngin, but I'm not that young.
Minions have spawned.
Oh. Nothing too spicy is going to be happening from either side this game. They're just going to get the leashes going and get on with the game. We see Violet Sociocat puts down a ward on the red side. And follow Dart Rush on Facebook for giveaways.
Oh man. I'm a little surprised red side did not choose to invade here. I think that was a very good opportunity to take advantage.
I just think there's too much that you said you were surprised blue side didn't invade red, or red side didn't invade blue.
I was surprised red side did not invade blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think they could have too as well. For some reason I had it in my head that you said blue could invade red, and blue should not invade red in this case.
Oh yeah, no.
We see blue sides doesn't have as many minions killed on their side. Vitus is trying to get that level 2 priority, which it looks like he's going for. Looks like he's gonna get. He's got 3 CS up. Looks like OP's missed a couple in the waves. Trying to match up these stupid icons.
And it looks like the SVT did get early level 2.
Now we do see Tankfield Juice against StarCraft, a higher elo top laner, but Tankfield Juice is the Diamond Slayer.
That's very true.
We'll see what he does this game, how he plays it.
I have a lot of high hopes for Vitas here. I mean, he's supposedly the new player killer,
Yeah, up and coming rookie, yeah. Maybe if he pulls out this game super strong, ends up winning the game for his team, maybe. I mean, I really couldn't call that he would. Maybe we might see an ADC get player of the game, at least at some point in this split, coming from Vitas, because I know he is a very strong player.
Yeah, especially with the amount of talent within the AD carry talent in this season's LCS. So
yeah, there's a lot of talent all around this LCS season. I like it. I like seeing the new players and oh man, just the damage coming out on Tankfield Juice. Looks like the Diamond Slang's not working too well on this side, and StarCraft does get it turned around. Actually, the Lee Sin gank perfectly timed to get that first blood gold.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for StarCraft. Burning the flash, but Sion burns it just in time, gets away with so little health. Must be a little bit frustrating. I'd say that's a tilter for top.
Yeah, for sure. He must have misjudged how much damage.
I just don't think he was really expecting that flash out from Tankfield Juice. I think he probably figured he could just go ahead and get an easy last auto and kill out the Sion, but he's being too aggressive. I think compensating for the fact that he gave first blood. And, he took a couple turret shots, and his health is just so low again. He does have that passive to heal up off minions, but I wouldn't rely on that too much for the early game, with Lee Sin still able to just repeat gank.
Yeah, and Lee,
it looks like Lee is positioning, running through the top side, blue side jungle, not going to find anything. It looks like everything's been taken out by Barklin99. He's already on his Krugs, going to, it looks like, his Raptors, and then maybe looking for a gank or looking for some counter jungle. Who knows at this point?
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, back to the plate. Lee Sin, really good communication. He was up there ready to help Sion out when that broke out.
Yeah, and Sion did come back with a Bomby Cinder, just already able to push waves and get, all that HP, the bonus magic damage, just whittling it, minions and champions down. Not too much for champions, but it's still enough to say it's something. We do see Allergic to Milk getting attacked. It doesn't get the Braum passive off, isn't stunned, but took a good bit of damage. And, OP's keeping up in CS pretty well with Vitas, only a 3 CS difference, which is really just anyone's right now. It's pretty nice to see the gap on PAW's Patrol side is a lot smaller this game.
Yeah, for sure, and it's starting to look like a normal bot side lane.
We just saw the teleport coming out from Will the Torpedo Brooks. He had to back. He went ahead and got an Amp Tome and a Mana Crystal. Might help him out in his lane a little more. Too bad he couldn't get that Lost Chapter for the mana. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Ali does have a pretty hefty CS lead on him with 20 CS at 6 minutes. But, I mean, it is a Malzahar. Farming is easy. We do see a gank coming out on bot. Opie gets away. Barklin99 is pretty far in there. Has to burn flash. Braum jumps to him. Opie's been smited. They aren't going to get the kill on Barklin99 or Opie. It looks like they're going to have to back off. That was a good getaway from the side of not SVT, sorry, Paw Patrol. It's unfortunate that SVT couldn't get any kills out of that, but it was super close. It's good on both sides.
Yeah, very, very, very close. Almost got allergic to milk, but just missed the skill shot from Barklin99.
We see Barklin99 waiting for Super Kamiguru to start that red buff, looking to counter jungle and maybe get a kill on him as well. I really want to see the camera go over there. Yeah, wonderful. And he's just watching.
There it is.
Oh no. So Barklin99 had the tables turned on him. He started it. It looked like he thought Lee had left and just went ahead and started. Now Super Kamiguru is just getting the hell out of dodge. We do see a lot of blue side still there.
Yeah,
he doesn't get to keep his red.
I would question the Malzahar rotation there. I don't think it was needed.
I think it was helpful enough. You know, as Malzahar, you can really just pop down an E and a W, and the wave stays pushing.
That's true.
You know, it's a little harder. You know, push out the mid wave and roam is the way to play the game in the mid lane, especially for champion that can lock people down like Malzahar.
Yeah. And the gold lead between the mid laners is very, very large here. 30 some odd gold between.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it looks like, Ali's got about 2,700 gold total, and Wilbrooks only has about 2,100. They're about the same with the gold in their pockets, but the items definitely speak for themselves, with Ali already having a lost chapter, and Wilbrooks not even finishing that yet. It's unfortunate for Wilbrooks, but we'll see how well he holds down this mid lane. You know, hopefully scaling up, getting more stacks on Vhagar. Looks like Allergic to Milk is a little out of position. It's kind of in a scary spot. Vedatus is getting attacked. Not stunned, didn't get any damage down from the Braum passive. It looks like they're going to put the damage down on Braum, stunned him. Kaisel goes down, getting the damage. Oh, the final hit goes down to Gert. He's dead for sure. Good job from the red side bot lane. Very well played. Able to get that Karma out of the sticky spot, not collapsed on, and turn the tables on Gert. Just pushed out a little too far forward.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, look at items. Vitatos has BF sword, and Zaya only has the pickaxe. Very good play from the bot side. I mean, now Vitatos is living up to everyone's expectation of being the up-and-coming rookie of the split.
Yeah, it was just super well played, and we do see that CS lead has actually increased for Vitatus to about an 18 CS lead right now. Pretty good on the side of SVT. You know, they're able to push that bot lane. If they can capitalize on that and get the game going for them even better, I think they have a much better chance at winning the game than they did last time.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Ali putting down a lot of damage on the torpedo, but we do see Lee Sin ganking mid. Does get the ult off. Ali flash ults Vhagar for the kill. Might be able to take out Lee Sin too with his damage and the Voidlings going down. Lots of damage burning, but Super Kami does get the flash Q. Make sure he gets that Q on her, and Ali does go down.
Yeah, he was taking the whole minion wave, but it just wasn't enough. Cooldowns weren't up for the Malzahar to completely finish off Lee.
It's unfortunate, but at least Ali did get a 1-1 out of a gank. You know, who knows how well she could have gotten out of that gank, you know, without even trying to get a kill. I feel like she could have lived, but I mean, I don't think there was any shutdown gold. You know, getting more gold in Ali's favor gets her that Luden's Echo, even more damage going down mid lane. I think it was okay for her to do that. You know, there was a pretty great chance of that Lee Sin, and it did make him burn his flash, so I think it comes out on top for the side of Paw Patrol.
Yeah, very potential. However, the Lee Sin now has much more potential to impact the game. He's now 2-0. He's very, very close to finishing up his jungle item there. And there's a lot more of the game to see.
Yeah, that is fair. You know, Lee Sin, the better he does early, the more useful he is later on in the game, and he is proving himself useful. He's making some pretty good ganks. Poke coming out on the side of SVT, getting a little bit of damage on OP, not too much, but you know, enough to scare him off for a minute, zone him off some CS, make sure they can keep that lead even further.
Yeah, this is definitely the kind of
we do see 3 down on the side of blue. Allergic to Milk getting caught out from the Braum ult, stunned and killed by Barklin99. Vedatus getting away with a little to no damage. Thankfully, he might be able to stay and defend this. He's looking to get some help from red side. Lee Sin is coming down. There is a teleport coming down from Sion. Sion does ult. We can hear it. And he's going for someone. All right, we see Super Kami Guru getting ulted. He's dead, completely dead. OP is just putting damage down on everyone. Going for tank field juice, it looks like everyone's focusing down. Doesn't get much damage, but they got to watch out for this passive going down. He's running towards Bark199, but will he get him? No, but there's going to be some damage on Violet Sociocat. And then the StarCraft still just in super deep going for the torpedo. And he does get him. Vita Stadesis ults towards StarCraft. They're looking at, he gets out with the blast cone. Vita just does stay alive, but is looking to go back in, might be able to get enough damage to put down Bark199. I don't think she wants to contest this at all. We'll see. Karma is here, alive and well, and she does have that mantra, able to get the huge damage out on the Q and an AoE. You know, maybe they can go for a steal. This is actually looking like a pretty sweet fight for them since they're all so low, but the teleport comes in and they do have to get out.
Yeah, that was probably the first questionable play I've seen. SVT came in one at a time, and PAW Patrol was just able to lock each one down and get a kill, and it ended up being 3-0 on the side of PAW Patrol, and then now they secured the dragon.
Yeah, you know, I just feel like there wasn't a lot of good communication on the side of SVT. PAW Patrol just had everything in their favor that whole fight, and they really, like you said, they just locked him down. Didn't look too good for SVT. Vita was just trying his best to stay alive, and he did, you know, but wasn't able to get any kills out of it either.
Yeah, and I mean, even after all that, the gold standings for both sides is fairly even. Actually, now even.
Yeah, it's about dead even now. So not too much in this in terms of gold coming out on the sides. You know, there's not too much of a lead in that way. But the blue side does have that Infernal Drake, which is going to give them a much better advantage in each individual lane, because it doesn't look like they're still grouping up yet. You know, Ali's going to be able to put more damage out with that E. The point and click damage for Malzahar, giving them space aids, and just doing even more with it now because of that Infernal Drake. We do see a gank coming in mid, but I think it's just got defused. Missed the Q.
Yeah, and probably mostly just to scare them off at the very least.
Right. Yeah, you know, just trying to keep Malzahar from just perma-shoving like Malzahar tends to do. It's hard to deal with, but, you know, if Wilbrooks can keep getting last hits with his Q, you know, he might be able to stack up that damage even more. Hopefully he does.
Yeah. If SVT is trying to go for the late game, this is exactly the position they want to be, awkwardly enough. I mean, in terms of at least just purely looking at the gold standings, they're even. So that means there isn't too much of a huge advantage towards PAW Patrol. Yes, they have the Infernal, but there's still a chance for them.
Oh, the Q comes out. The ult, that insect ult going down on OP. OP does ult and stays invulnerable for a minute. Super Kami Guru does go down, but Vita does get the kill on OP and is looking for the kill on Gerd as well with the stun coming out from Karma. Does get a double kill. It looks like they might be getting the bot tower, but I don't think it's going to be a first tower, seeing as blue side is pushing in that mid tower. They do get that first tower gold, it looks like. Sadly enough for the side of SVT, they're going to be able to get that bot turret, but it's just not as impactful now because that mid turret's just gone. Wilbrooks had to abandon his lane or face death and a lost turret, so he just, you know, he took the turret, decided not to give him any more gold than that. It's a hard spot to be in for sure, and just being oppressed by Malzahar with Lee Sin around, he still couldn't just keep him out off the turret. You know, the threat from Bark199 is pretty great right now. He's also 2-0-2. You know, we were talking about Super Kami Guru being in a good spot, being 2-0-2, or 2-0 at least, and now he's 2-2-2.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you know, it is quite unfortunate, like you said, that such a fairly good gank from the bot on the bot side here, and the side of SVT, that is just almost completely negated by PAW Patrol's first tower.
Yeah, it sucks for them. It really does. You know, I was thinking they might get it, but you know, a Ruyon or Bark199 came in mid and just helped Violet Sociocat push that turret down.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like a specialty. It's just getting waves pushed in, crashing them into the tower for Malzahar, and getting all that turret damage, making it super easy to get that mid turret as early as possible. We do see blue side is going for that Herald, and Cho'Gath does have his ult, so he does eat that away. They do get to take it, and that's Rift Herald for the side of excuse me, PAW Patrol.
Very questionable play to disengage there. I mean, yeah, potentially Kaisa goes down, but I mean, Lee Sin and Veigar were right there, and were very. At least if they kept him around, that could have been double kill, or at least one kill out of that.
Yeah, I just don't think they were really looking for kills at that point. I think they were just trying to get that Herald, trying to contest it. Sadly, they couldn't. Cho'Gath just doesn't allow much room for that. But there are 3 people in this top turret. Looks like StarCraft is going to get collapsed on. But he defends it pretty well with the turret just doing its job, keeping him off. Violet Sociocat does come in. Are we going to see an ult on anybody from him? Oh, well, it looks like he ulted a little too soon. Ended up not being able to get Vita this. As soon as Vita ulted, he ulted the other person, which is kind of sad. Vita just would have gone down. Cho'Gath is still just chasing. It does look like Torpedo might get a kill. Shooting out that GLP in the completely wrong direction. His last saving grace just wasted.
Oh yeah, and most likely just misjudged how much damage it do against this Malzahar. I mean, he is only now only 0-3, and I don't see much damage coming out from Veigar anytime soon.
I mean, yeah, it's harder and harder for Wilbrooks to be crucial in this game. It doesn't look like he's a very relevant player right now. Maybe if they manage to stay alive longer and pull the game out, but it doesn't look like it's going to go that way because they do have a Herald mid, took out the inner tier 2 turret, and now we're just looking at, pushing out, looking for Dragon. The gold lead expands on the side of Paw Patrol. Yeah, they're getting the Mountain Drake, looking to be able to push in turrets more. It feels like this game is going to go a lot faster for their side, but we'll see what if SVT has anything up their sleeve.
Yeah, for sure. And Paw Patrol is playing to their lead very, very well here. Shows almost complete dominance, taking this Mountain Drake, and SVT just essentially had to stand back and let him take it.
Yeah, I don't think they have too much they can do about it now. Just the advantages on. I apologize, my headset is messed up. The advantages on blue side, just being able to take that objectives with Cho'Gath's ult, the clean 1,000 true damage, just leaves so little room for a steal or any contest. But looks like Malzahar suppresses Lee Sin, doesn't get much. Sion misses the ult. Malzahar does get the kill on Lee Sin, and now she's having to face down the Sion, putting down the just damage over time, trying to deter Sion. Looks like it worked. We do see blue side defending from Karma and Kaisa. Looks like they're gonna have to back off, maybe rotate to top for the blue side, trying to defend from that Sion, just eternally pushing it in. We do see Barklin99 going against Wilbrooks, and even though he's 2 levels under, Wilbrooks can't do anything but run, and it looks like he's dead. He pops the stopwatch, but I don't think it was a great choice considering he's up against his Injal. It looks like a wasted stopwatch to me.
Yeah, very, very questionable play coming out from Lee Sin here. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there. Sion was very, very late to that fight, and Malzahar just lit him up.
I just don't think he's making appropriate use of these Sion ults. If you're going to Sion ult, you're going to want to have, a clear shot. Nally was clearly around that tribe rush, around the corner, which is almost impossible for a Sion to get. If you want to do something, you want to either be from downtown where nobody knows you're even, where you are, where you're coming from, or right on top of them so you're going to hit them. Tank Field 2 does die to this. Looks like Violet Sociocat's trying to run away from Super Kamiguru. Doesn't have much mana. Super Kamiguru is gonna ward dash. He biffs the first one, but does ward dash again. Keeps dishing out the damage on Violet Sociocat, but she does the ult under turret. She had just enough mana for it, and Super Kamiguru does go down. What a depressing feeling for Lee Sin.
Oh yeah, for sure. Was there a misjudgment there? I mean, I would argue that he probably thought that the tower was down.
Maybe so. Considering how much time Sion spent up there, you would think it'd be gone. It finally is. Wilbrooks taking it out, decides it's his job to do it. We have Aruyan pushing down bot lane, though. Putting down pressure there, making Sion have to answer it to there. Might try to see if blue side's going to group and see if they can push, get some more vision control in that red side jungle on the Baron, dance around it. I think they're in a good spot to get an early Baron. With that Infernal Drake and the Mountain Drake coming out, all the damage over time from Malzahar, the Voidlings being able to soak some of the damage from the Baron, OP with the attack speed from Xayah, and just the ult from Cho'Gath, everything, looks to be in their favor for an early Baron, but we'll see if they do it.
Yeah, and
sorry?
No, SVT right now really needs to look at trying to even out this game again. They've already given up a lot of kills to the side of Paw Patrol, and I mean, if they want to have a chance to come back, they're gonna have to even it out.
Yeah. I just feel like Paw Patrol runs much more well. It's like a well-oiled machine. For preseason, that's really impressive. I feel like SVT has all the makings of a great team. It's just that they need to buff out some problems. Make sure their communication's better. Make sure they're making better choices and rotating a little bit more quickly to the spots they need to be. The insect coming out from Super Kami Guru. Obi does ult to get away. Looks like Obi does actually get away, and Super Kami Guru is taking a little bit too much turret damage. It looks like he might die. No, well, the Braum goes for the Ignite, Barkland99 goes in, flashes over, ults away, goes straight for the Kai'Sa, is ulted by Malzahar. Barkland99 looks like he's in a position to be going for Allergic to Milk. It looks like they're chasing him down. Is he going to get it? He's going to get the W slowed, knocked up. The stupid flash from Allergic to Milk didn't go into the bush all the way. I saw what he was trying for, but he didn't get it. You hate to see that.
Yeah,
we have exclamation mark Joe on this channel.
I think SVT made a crucial error. In Paw Patrol clearly saw what was going to happen, took the opportunity, and punished them for it. Now they're just extending the gold lead even more. Now it's almost 4K to the side of, 4K now to the side of Paw Patrol.
And here's that early Baron we were talking about. At 22 minutes, almost 23, they're taking it down. It's down to about half health. It's actually, way lower. Sorry, my screen was covering up the health bar. Yeah, Ali just ults it away, gets that stack, and just gets the Baron buff. All 5 have it. This is a really good spot for Paw Patrol to be in. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Yeah, for sure. And Paw Patrol's communication, at least from the outside, looks really, really clean. And it might be to what you said, Ali being the crazy, amazing shot caller, dictating how this team is moving and how the pace of the game, how they want to control the pace of the game.
Yeah, and we do see Red Side is getting an objective for themselves. They're going to get the Mountain Drake. It'll allow them to take objectives a little bit easier, but we'll see if they're ever in a position to really get to those objectives.
Yeah, definitely denying Paw Patrol to get their third Drake there. And they definitely took the opportunity. They saw that they were all backing, so they just took it.
Yeah. Now we got Ali, or not Ali, sorry. We used to Ali playing Cho'Gath. StarCraft still just around in the jungle, just being a nuisance. Blue side is pushing down. They get that inhibitor turret. They're going for the inhib. We'll see if they can make anything. I see Lee Sin coming in from behind. Sion's in the top lane. He's trying to go back. We'll see. We see the Lee Sin Q. We do see the ult knocking back StarCraft. We do see the Lee Sin just going down instantly, though. His team is not in a position to help him out. We do see Vita just playing safe. Allergic to Milk is just a little too slow. Gets caught out and is dead. It looks like it's a 3v2 in the base. It's not looking good for SVT.
Yeah, for sure. I'm almost curious. I almost wish we could listen in to Paw Patrol's comms for a little bit and see what's going on, because the plays here are very, very clean, and there's definitely someone shouting at it, or not shouting, but dictating how everything is going.
Yeah, I think that's a question to ask in Player of the Game. We'll bring in the captains too. We'll be able to ask, what were those comms like? Because I would also love to hear it, because the gameplay coming from Paw Patrol tonight is just so clean. It's so nice to watch, just them being exactly where they need to be, everyone knowing what they need to do, capitalizing on people being out of position. Lee Sin going in on Violet Sociocat, ults him away, and Super Kami Guru now just can't get the kill. It feels bad for him. He's putting out these flashy plays, but it's not paying off with his 3 and 8 KDA. And we see actually a Barkland99, we're talking about him having a pretty good Xin, and it's paying off. He is 7-0-6, and Ali is 7-1-6. The stars of this game, I would say. It looks like they're at the Nexus, and it looks like they're just going to close this game out right here, right now.
Yeah, for sure. Clean play from the side of Paw Patrol. They executed properly, got the early game lead, and closed it out.
And yeah, just a solid 2-0 from Paw Patrol tonight. Just, you gotta love it. That's fantastic gameplay.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm pretty astounded by how well they played that game.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Uh, and I mean, at the end, they end the game with a complete 9K gold lead. I mean, dominant.
I mean, they really did. They dominated that game. 2-0 for Paw Patrol. It's gotta feel bad for SVT, but I have faith they can come back.
Yeah, for sure. There was points in the game where it looked like SVT could have had the potential to turn the game around on their side, but Paw Patrol just kept their lead up and punished SVT whenever they saw an opportunity to, and
We see the MVP poll is going out now, and looking at the graphs and the KDs, I'm just gonna have to say it's Violet Sociocat always keeping that pressure on mid lane, getting that tower early, stopping SVT from getting that bottom tower first, the first gold. The damage coming out from Ali just far out damaged anyone else in the game with 18,000 damage, with the second most highest damage being 10,972. I mean, I'd have to say that's a pretty easy vote for Ali for player of the game. If not Ali, then Barkland99, just being wherever he needed to be and jungling so well that game, getting picks, knocking people up, just fantastic gameplay from them both.
Can I tell you something? Yeah, for sure. I completely agree with you. It definitely has to, I almost want to put my vote towards Ali here. I mean, completely dominated her lane, and I probably predict and assume here that she very strongly influenced the game.
All right, yeah, I mean, well, we'll see what the chat believes. We'll see who they vote for. It's looking like Violet Social Cat right now. I don't know when we're going to close out the voting. Maybe in a couple minutes, 3 or 4 minutes left, I would say. Violet Social Cat does have 5 votes to Barkland99's 4. Really, they were both stars of the show. Let's see though. And Opie, why do you want 2 MVPs? Come on, man. You already got MVP last time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's 50-50, and you could definitely argue for either. Um, I have a strong hunch that I mean, personally, I do believe probably Cat probably deserves this, just of how strongly she played this game.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I'd have to say my vote would go to Ali. Everybody, make sure if you haven't voted already, go ahead and vote. We're gonna close it out soon, and then we'll be getting the player of the game interviews, and then I think the stream will be kaput.
Yeah, they did a almost complete turnaround in terms of strategy. Paw Patrol first game, looking back, first game they had their strategy was let's make it to the mid to late game and close it out with solid five-man team fighting, and then game 2 they completely flipped around. They wanted to get that early game lead and completely dominate and keeping up with a lead in the early game. So fantastic team play here.
Yeah, and if you look at the KDs, the team KDs coming from Paw Patrol, it's 21-6 to 35, and then just I hate to say it, but a pitiful score from SVT, 6-21 and 7, almost no assists, only one more than kills. It's just you hate to see it.
Yeah, I think especially Super Kamen Guru. I mean, when he got the early game lead, I think he was trying to help teammates, trying to impact the map as much as he could, but he made a few misplays, missteps, and Paw Patrol punished him for it. And now look at his score; he was 2-0, and now he's only 3-8 and 2. So.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna close out the player of the game votes now. It looks like, let me refresh it, make sure it's right. Yeah, it looks like Violet Sociocat does win the vote with 5 votes to Barkland99's 4. If we want to go ahead and get them in the player of the game chat, we can ask some questions.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm super excited to see what.
Chad, if you wanna ask some questions yourself, if you have any, feel free.
Oh, just waiting for the players of the games to. Oh, there's one.
All right, there's one. Opie. We're just waiting on Violet Sociocat to come in. Get in here, Allie. There we go. The stars of the games and the team captain, Gert. Fantastic gameplay by you guys. So, Durbin, do you have any questions you want to ask first for him?
I mean, my biggest thing directed towards Allie. Was my hunch correct? You were the main shot caller for this, and you really pushed the team to go in the direction that you wanted to?
I do a decent amount of shot calling, but I mean, there's certainly input from everybody.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. I want to, for Opie in game 1, dude, how did you even call out those ults? Because they were just so immediate. They were all so well placed.
I basically would say just beforehand, like, if I find this situation where I can get onto somebody, I'm going to do it. And it was like, I'm going. And that was it.
Bye, guys. I'm going to flash ult in mid-river. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, and good on your team. As soon as you would get into position and ulti, your team was on your back immediately.
Yeah, they all definitely have good follow-up. We kind of know what we need to do when we need to do it, and good thing when I dive in, they know that they gotta follow.
Yeah, excellent. And like that was excellent gameplay coming from you guys. Just fantastic. Y'all had a little bit of a rough early game at first in the first game, but man, y'all really pulled through mid and late. I think it's a fantastic draft from Gert. You have a lot of good players on your team. Good job.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you know, like both games were just so nice. I love seeing Allie's Malzahar. It feels really bad for Will. I saw it wasn't banned. I saw y'all pick it up, and I misread the team names, and I thought Will got his Malzahar. And then I was like, wait, no, that's a really feels bad man for Will. Doesn't get Malzahar and has to play against it. And just constantly pushing in that turret and actually being able to get the first turret instead of their bot lane was really nice. Good job to you.
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah.
McCrispy
Thanks.
in the
Yeah.
chat?
Who is... Oh, that tweeted us? I want it was a bad day.
It was rock solid. That's what it was.
Yeah, you guys just had superb map movement and map control. I mean, just crazy good team play, and I guess it is on back up to the top, Gert, with the draft, and you guys just look extremely clean in this game, in those games. Sorry.
Yeah. I can't really think of any more questions. Chat, do you guys have any questions you want to ask? I know that McCrispy already asked, how did my face feel on your ass? But I think Obi already answered with rock solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so what was? I just got a real quick question. Why did you guys decide to kind of go complete a change almost into the second game, where your first game you guys looked extremely dominant, especially when you guys hit that stride, going into a much more engage composition and team fight composition, and almost doing a complete 180 and it looked like you guys were trying to get an early game lead and try to win from early on in the game 2.
I mean, it all comes down to that pick ban.
Mm-hmm.
We knew what we were doing, and they banned my Malphite, so I'm like, all right, I'm going elsewhere.
So,
So one champion, he can play top lane, guys. We gotta switch him bot.
well, I mean,
Hashtag don't ban.
the real answer to your question is, what strong champions do they leave open in the pick ban? Because you notice 2 champions that were in the pick ban, Malzahar and Cho'Gath, were unbanned the second game. So that's basically the answer to your question, is that we just are trying to play the strongest champions possible that are also the easiest to execute with.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially with your team just being able to y'all focus so well, especially, and I think the Malzahar really complemented that because you can see the stupid Space Age laser beam go and know who to kill. Let's see. We need to get the torpedo in chat, I think. Do we need to pull him in?
Can somebody pull
Unless
him
he
in?
doesn't want to. Yeah, we don't have the power. We don't have any mods around to get him. If he's listening,
I
if
mean,
you're
can
listening, Will.
anyone pull the torpedo? I think not. I think not.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, torpedo pull
They
never
don't call him
pulled.
the torpedo for nothing.
Definitely. Oh man.
It's a good game though. Very invigorating. Good stuff.
Yeah, that first game was definitely
It was
a
intense.
battle. It was a battle back and forth the whole time.
Like with kills and turrets and stuff. Like for the good half of that game.
Oh,
it was
yeah, I mean,
so close. It was so
your gold leads were so close each game. You know, in the first game, your gold lead, they had a 3K at one point, and then y'all pulled it to like a 10K gold lead near the end. It was nuts. And then same game 2, it was just pretty much always around your favor outside of like 10 minutes.
Yeah, just amazing work from you guys.
Well, is there anything else to the stream? If we can't get Will in here, if the chat wants to stay around and chat, I mean, that'd be fine. But
Mick Crispy in chat though, he's argues that the mid game transition.
Yeah, the mid game the transition was fantastic. Well, I think that's gonna close out the stream for tonight. Thanks for coming in, and fantastic games from both teams. I love seeing y'all play.
Oh, it was a
Thanks
good
for the
time.
cast.
Thank you,
Very
guys.
good.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to seeing you guys again later on in the season.
Oh, there's gonna be tons of time for that. Whole season. And another preseason game.
Just
Oh
start,
yeah, there are two.
Just
All
do a new drinking game every time Opie ends a kill. Take a shot. Get drunk really quick.
I don't know if there was a lot of that this tonight.
Not tonight, but if you saw anything last split, you'll know what I'm talking about.
All right.
5 kills in both games. That's okay.
Well,
All right. Thanks, guys.
GG's.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. That's gonna be the end of the night for us.